The Vault 7 data dump this week by Wikileaks has opened the world's eyes to how deep the surveillance state goes. From smart TVs and iPhones to taking control of your car remotely while it's in motion, one thing is for sure, the world is going to have a lot of questions for the US of A's CIA. Here are your collapse trends for March 9th, 2017. Vault 7 is a series of leaks about the CIA that Wikileaks is releasing starting with year 0. Vault 7 isn't just one release, it's a series of leaks that Wikileaks is releasing starting March 7th, all about a covert global hacking program being run by the CIA. Interestingly, Wikileaks may have named the leaks Vault 7 because they are releasing it on the 7th of March, or they may have picked this date to correspond with the Vault 7 release. WikiLeaks released the Year 0 documents via a torrent file and a passphrase. The passphrase was released March 7th, 2017. The passphrase was splinter into 1,000 pieces and scatter into the winds. Vault 7 is about the CIA's global hacking force and is the largest ever publication of confidential documents on the CIA. By the end of 2016, the CIA's hacking division, which formally falls under the agency's Center for Cyber Intelligence, had over 5,000 registered users and has produced more than 1,000 hacking systems, Trojans, viruses, and other weaponized malware. Such is the scale of the CIA's undertaking that by 2016, its hackers had utilized more code than was used to run Facebook. The CIA had created in effect its own NSA, with even less accountability and without publicly answering the questions as to whether such a massive budgetary spend on duplicating the capabilities of a rival agency could be justified. In a statement to WikiLeaks, the source details policy questions that say urgently need to be debated in public, including whether the CIA's hacking abilities exceed its mandated powers and the problem of public oversight of the agency. The source wishes to initiate a public debate about security, creation, use, proliferation, and democratic control of cyber weapons. These techniques permit the CIA to bypass the encryption of WhatsApp, Signal, Telegram, Weibo, Confide, and Cloakmon by hacking the smartphones that they run on and collecting audio and message traffic before encryption is applied. The U.S. government commitment to the vulnerabilities equities process came after a significant lobbying by the U.S. technology companies who risk losing their share of the global market over real and perceived hidden vulnerabilities. The government stated that they would disclose all pervasive vulnerabilities discovered after 2010 on an ongoing basis. Year 0 documents show that the CIA breached the Obama administration's commitments. Many of the vulnerabilities used in the CIA's cyber arsenal are pervasive, and some may already have been found by rival intelligence agencies or cyber criminals. Vault 7 revealed vulnerabilities in iPhone, smart TVs, and Android, even apps that were supposed to be encrypted. One thing revealed through the first Vault 7 release is that even apps that are supposed to be encrypted, like WhatsApp, Telegram, and Signal, are vulnerable to CIA's global hacking program, according to WikiLeaks releases. Here are some highlights about how the hacks work. Samsung smart TVs are vulnerable due to the Weeping Angel hack that puts the TV in a fake off mode. The owner believes the TV is off when it is actually on, allowing the CIA to record conversations in the room and send them through the internet to a covert CIA server. Vehicle control systems of cars and trucks. It's not known if these were hacked, but in 2014 the CIA was looking into infecting engine control systems used by modern cars and trucks. Motivation was unknown. Remotely hacked smartphones. Infected phones would send the user's geolocation, audio, and text. It could covertly activate the camera and the mic of the phone. A special division was devoted to hacking iOS products like iPhones and iPads. Androids were also targeted. The CIA used techniques to bypass encrypted apps. WikiLeaks listed the following apps: WhatsApp, Signal, Telegram, Weibo, Confide, and Cloakmon. The smartphones would be hacked first, and then the audio and message traffic was collected before encryption was applied to the apps, targeting Microsoft Linux and OS X with malware. The CIA's efforts also focused on infecting Microsoft Windows users with malware. Microsoft was targeted via viruses injected through CDs, DVDs, USBs, data hidden in images. The CIA's efforts also focused on infecting Microsoft Windows users with malware. Microsoft was targeted via viruses injected into CDs, DVDs, USBs, data hidden in images, covert disk areas, and other types of malware. Malware attacks are also aimed at Mac OS X, Solaris, Linux, and more. Phones running presidential Twitter accounts. Interestingly, WikiLeaks wrote that specific CIA malware revealed in Year 0 is able to penetrate, infest, and control both the Android and the iPhone software that runs or has run presidential Twitter accounts. As WikiLeaks mentioned, if the CIA can hack these phones, so can anyone who has obtained or discovered the vulnerability. When WikiLeaks obtained the hack, it had been distributed to others too. Router exploitations. Hundreds of router exploitations are listed in the document as well. The CIA can misdirect their cyber attacks to look like someone else. The CIA collects attack techniques stolen from malware produced in the other states, including Russia, via a project called Umbrage. The CIA does this for many reasons, but one of the reasons is to make the cyber attack look like it was done by somebody else. Because the CIA kept the vulnerabilities hidden after they were exposed, this put the population at large at risk, including members of the US government, Congress, top CEOs, and engineers. Without letting Apple and Google know about the vulnerabilities, the companies had no means to fix the hacks after they leaked. A tweet from Parker Higgins in 2015 stated, "Left, Samsung Smart TV privacy policy warning users not to discuss personal info in front of their TV." And then on the right, an excerpt from 1984. "Please be aware that if your spoken words include personal or sensitive information, that information will be among the data captured and transmitted to a third party through the use of your voice recognition." Any sound that Winston made above the level of a very low whisper would be picked up by it. Moreover, so long as he remained within the field of vision which the metal plaque commanded, he could be seen as well as heard. There was of course no way of knowing whether you were being watched at any given moment. How often or on what system the thought police plugged in on any individual wire was guesswork. Why are these collapse trends? Vault 7 is the red pill for the rest of the world to see how the CIA infiltrates corporations, governments, and individuals. This data dump essentially provides the actual tools that are used and allows companies and governments to protect themselves. It also allows them to use the CIA's methods against the CIA themselves. The information in these files could significantly hurt trade between countries, all the way to the stock prices of large companies. We look forward to the rest of the Vault 7 WikiLeaks and the revelations they bring.